Hey, hey, this is Kristen, and welcome to my weight loss journey page. I am so excited that you're here. I've had a really hard week. Have you? It's Halloween season. It's candy time. It's candy season. Let's just say it's the beginning of candy season for several months, and it's there, and it's happening. It's not going away. Um, So I've got breakouts. Let's just be real. There's breakouts. There's candy in the house, and I have succumbed to it. Have you? Um, I was having like a really frustrating moment um, when I stepped on the scales, and it wasn't doing anything. And in fact, it went up and then went down and went up again in the last week and a half since I saw you last. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. It happens to everyone. Um, but I started to get defeated, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go and reach and grab another candy because I screwed up. Like, that's just what I've done in the past. And I'm like, man, I thought I was past this. I thought I was doing so good. I was pumped. And, it happens to everybody. I'm still at the very, very beginning of my journey. I have a lot of weight to lose. I have a lot of lessons to learn. Um, I've been trying to track my food no matter if I am doing well at it or not. So let's say I'm doing well at it, and uh, and I'm really really watching. And then what happens is I realize, oh, I didn't eat enough carbs, or I didn't eat enough of this or that. And what happens is I'll get too low, like I don't have enough, and then I start picking things. And my daughter, she's like, I thought she had already gone upstairs. Good night, honey. She's cleaning up. You need to go to bed. So anyway, I need to jump on another page because I think someone came in and I can't see. I can't respond to comments. I don't see any right now. Hold on a second. Let me go in this other page here. All right. Like, welcome. Y'all comment if you're seeing stuff. I've had a hard time getting on tonight, and I was getting like so frustrated with the live settings for YouTube that I almost gave up. I tried like 3 or 4 different ways multiple times, and it finally worked. So I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I really want to be real with you. I got this message not too long ago, apparently on Monday, and it was someone named Joan. And Joan, I'm not going to say her whole name, but she did say I could share with you. And I read this, and I'm like, I really need to share this because I'm not the only one who struggles with things. And in fact, she really put it into perspective. And not that I'm saying Joan has it worse off than I do, but her struggle is like everyone's struggle. We have our own things, and then we just kind of turn inward, and not seeing how we can better ourselves. So she had shared with me that she's been following me a few years, on my regular channel, and that I taught her so much, and now she wants me to help her teach her how to lose weight and how to do what I'm doing. And because I seem to be doing so well. Well, I'm not every day. I have my same struggles that everyone has. But she shared with me something really, really intimate, her story about losing her husband and to cancer, and losing her son to diabetes, and her other son from a heart attack recently, and then just kind of diving into eating and just kind of turning that direction. And that's what happens to a lot of people. I know things like that have happened to me. My friend hasn't told me that I could share, So I won't say her name, but I just found out that one of my good friends from college, that was she was in my wedding. I found out that she has cancer this week, and it's hard. Um, and we were talking about weight loss and the journeys that we're on, and it just really puts it in perspective, because I can sit here and what I've done before is gone, well, I'm already this far gone, screw it. Right? Like, I can keep doing this. I know what's happening. Well, we say we know, but we are really messing ourselves up for the future. And when we start really digging in and going, do I want to be here? Like, do I truly want to be here? Yeah, I have kids. I have other family. Sometimes people don't have the family. And then what we do is we start slowly giving those up. But you know what? We're important too. You're important too. Do this for you. Do this for me. If you don't have anyone to be accountable for or to, do it for me. Let's be accountable to each other. If you're watching this right now live, please type in the comments, and I promise you I can respond with you right now. If you're watching it later, be sure and write an encouraging comment. Comment on someone else's, respond on someone else's comment, and encourage one another. It looks like I've got on Facebook, people are wanting me to go ahead and put the videos up that I'm doing here. I'm kind of enjoying putting them up on YouTube first, and then putting the replays on Facebook. I think I'll be doing that at some point. Maybe I can go live on both, but for now, that's what I'm doing. So once I I can't talk. I'm still choked up. Anyway, I think I'm going to have a schedule of seeing. I can't even talk. I think I'm going to start trying to broadcast on Wednesdays about 9:30 Central Standard Time, so kind of about that time. I haven't really been fully consistent on the days that I'm going to and the times that I'm going to broadcast. So anyway, let me know if you like that. I've thought about taking videos during the week and putting them together, kind of a montage of what I've been up to. So let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see, if you want to have this where we have a dialogue, or if you want to see kind of where I go and what I'm doing in my journey. I'll talk a little bit about it. I've been doing the aqua therapy twice a week, and then I go and do some aqua yoga, and then this other aqua fit class, and it has all these like movements and stuff. It's actually a lot of strength stuff in the water. And then I'm swimming, and I'm keeping track of my laps with a Google sheet. And my goal is to swim 5 miles by Thanksgiving, which would mean I swim like a quarter mile, like 3 times a week. And so last Friday, I was able to achieve one of the things that I have not been able to achieve just yet. Is Friday, actually after my live broadcast on Facebook for my Goodness Kisses channel. I was supposed to leave, and I'm like, hey everybody, I gotta go. I'm gonna be going to my physical therapy, and I start to go out the door, and they call me, and they're like, hey, don't come, we accidentally double booked you. I'm like, what? So I couldn't go to physical therapy, and so I waited until the evening, and I went with my kids, and I went ahead and I got in the water, and I spent like an hour and a half doing the physical therapy that I could remember without hurting myself, and mixing it with swimming. And y'all, I swam a half mile on Friday. A half mile. So awesome. And then Saturday morning, was it Saturday morning? Oh, I can't even talk. Not Saturday morning. I had to work on Saturday. I served all weekend at our church. And normally what I do is I'm there from like 2 o'clock in the afternoon till like 7 p.m. And then I have to come back at 8 a.m. and I'm there until 2. And they feed us. And the food's good. They have some healthy choices. They have a lot of unhealthy choices. Y'all, I went down hard. Like hard. Hey, Deb. She says, I know the struggle. Emotional eating is my greatest problem. Yeah. Well, I'm at church and I'm helping. So what I do is we're in a larger church, a satellite church, and we broadcast the live worship service throughout the sanctuary, but also live online. And then later on, we broadcast the message from another place. And I actually work in the control room where I control like the irises of the cameras. It's called shading. It opens and closes the iris to make it brighter or softer. The people who are on cameras. My kids are actually on camera and I'm on shading. Kind of funny. So that's what I do. But in between services, there's all this food. There's junk. There's just junk. I can have coffee with or without creamer. I'm supposed to not be having creamer because I put sugar in there. There's just, yeah, there's all this stuff. So I had this awesome workout on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I have all this food and I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to knit and I'm trying to do other things. I'm trying not to look at this stuff. I have kids that they keep trying to get into the stuff and I'm telling them no. And then I grab something too. I mean, you're just eating out of sheer boredom. And then I'm mad because I did it, and then I keep doing it, and it's just like the struggle is real, y'all. I'm just being real with you. Anyway, and so then I'm like, Monday, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to go work out again. So I got to go to physical therapy Monday morning. Awesome workout. They said, well, there's no one behind you, so we'll make up for the double booking and we'll let you work out longer. I'm like, good. So I did. I did great. I actually was hoping they'd do a little video and I'd show you guys. So if you want to see a video of what I do or like just what this thing looks like, because there's like a treadmill in the water, it's kind of different. You can see my big old flabby arms and body. But I'll do that if you want. But that evening, I was able to go do my aqua yoga class. Stacy, this lady Stacy runs it. It's really cool. She does the regular yoga classes and also some hip hop, and she invented this aqua yoga. It's really cool. Church potluck is so tempting. Oh my gosh, Deb, yes. Girl, they had on Sunday morning, they had these croissant, like breakfast sandwiches with like eggs and bacon and cheese, and they're like big croissants. And then there was a bowl of like nice big fruit. It was like pineapple and strawberry and grapes. So I was able to have that. But then I also had the sandwich because I'm like, well, I need something else. So yeah. And then there was like cereal, like not good cereal. I mean, not good for you cereal. And anyway, it was hard. So anyway, Monday night, I went to aqua yoga. She and I had this long chat. So cool. Maybe talking about working together. I don't know. Maybe I could. Would you guys want like a little class, like a little like what things that you could do on your own? Aqua yoga, or even applying it outside of the water. I don't know if you guys would want that. Let me know. I know it's like fall, winter here. I mean, it's not winter, but it feels like winter. But anyway, let me know if you guys are actually interested in something oddball like that. I'll see if Stacy wants to. She's so sweet and so genuine. Anyway, but so Tuesday rolls around. I start feeling bad. Today, I have a fever of 100. Y'all, yesterday, Monday, whatever, 2 days ago. Today's Wednesday, by the way. Monday, I went for my pre-op appointment. I have a week from yesterday. I have on our election day, I have surgery, female surgery, and they're like, "Don't get sick again." I'm like, "Great," and I forgot to ask them if I can swim, if I can get in the water. I didn't ask my doctor, but I asked the RN at the pre-op appointment. You know, where they like take your vitals and just kind of check, sort of get you all ready to be in the system. So when I come in, I could just go straight in. And I said, "Hey, can I do my aqua therapy after and this aqua yoga and stuff?" She goes, "Oh, you might have to check. You might have to wait 2 weeks because I know they don't want you to take a bath for 2 weeks." And I'm like, "Oh, I should have asked that question." So tomorrow I'm actually going to have to call and see. Oh, cool. Okay, Deb, so you're interested in that. Okay, I'll have to check with Stacy because I think that would be really cool. Maybe I can do it tomorrow night. No, I couldn't go tonight. Tonight was the night that I would have gone. So I canceled tonight because I have this fever. But maybe I can go Monday night. That might be the last time that I can go for a while. So I have another aqua therapy this Friday and another one on Monday, and then aqua yoga that night. And then that next morning on November 5th, I have this surgery. So you guys, if you were praying people, please pray that my fever will go away. I'll start feeling better because I can't be sick. They're going to have to postpone the surgery, and I really need to just have it and get it over with. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. Just trying to be real, y'all. This note that I got from Joan. If you checked in later, be sure and go back to the beginning when I was reading out a little bit of what Joan's going through, and her struggle is that she's just been eating herself silly from her loss of her family members, and just that she's basically a foot shorter than I am. I'm 6 foot, and her weight is just skyrocketed from all the eating and everything, which it's totally understandable from all the things that she's gone through. I totally get it. And then the knees hurt. So I would say, number one, she had asked me for some tips. Number one is getting into something that takes the weight off your knees. Now, I don't know if the statistic is right, but I had heard that for every pound that you lose of weight, it's like losing 4 pounds of weight on your knees, because your knees like feel all that weight much more. And so every pound that you can lose, it will help you that much more. So, the aqua therapy and being aqua yoga and doing all those different things has really helped kind of accelerate some things for me. Also, writing down what you're eating. I use my Fitness Pal. Even if I'm eating badly, at least I'm writing it down. I'm just trying to get into this habit. I haven't been in the habit for so long. Yeah. So, harkening back to, I had a friend 30 years ago. We went to high school together, and has it been 30 years? At least 25. We went to high school together, and he had he said, "Hey, I'm trying this thing where I write down everything that I eat," and he was like, it takes forever, but I write it down. Now, this is before an app or anything like that. And he and I were the same size. We were like 225 pounds, and we were like the same height, 6 foot. And he was like bigger. We actually had the same size pants. We always joke that we had the same size pants. And Jake lost it. He became this international flight attendant, and like he looked good. Like if you look at him now, you're like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. And he's kept it off. And he's like, Kristen, the thing that really kept it for going for me is that I will write it down, because writing it down cements it in my brain. I'm putting this into my body, and I can see the progress that I'm making. And I think now, I don't know if he still does it or not, but I've seen pictures and he still looks amazing. So, it can be done, but it's part of this habit. So I use my Fitness Pal. You can put in how much you weigh, how much your height is, what you want to weigh. I think it lets you put in certain goals, small goals. It doesn't let you put in like the entire weight, I don't think. I'm using the free version, but there is like a premium version you can get that lets you do like way more. I'm not even doing that. You can even like put in your meals, like put in like a recipe. It takes a long time. It takes a while to plug that stuff in. I don't know if you can sign in online and do it like on the computer typing it in, because I haven't tried, but that'd probably be much easier. But once you have that in there, you can grab something for a meal, or you can grab something from what your like normal meals that you eat a lot from. You can do like this multi-add button, and you just go select. Some people even pre-plan out their day and put in all the stuff that they're going to do. Anyway, once you put that in, it helps you balance out your macros, and it tells you how many calories you should eat. Now, I'm not into counting calories, but I do look at the balance of the macros. So you have it's like 50% carbs, 20% protein, and like 30% fat. And if you do a program from anybody like keto or whatever, they might tell you certain different balances of your macros, but the app would help you be able to see what you're doing. Even if you're not doing it the way the app wants, at least it'll show you what the balance is so that you can try that. So anyway, if you're interested in it, you can you can friend me on there. It's under Kristen Mangus, and you can see all the crap I'm eating and or good stuff. And then also, You can see when someone's plugging in that they've done some exercise. It doesn't let me track my swimming in the water very well. I'm not sure it's entirely correct on the calories and burned and stuff, but I'm trying to just put it in that I actually did it to see how often I'm actually exercising. So this week has been very weird because I had such a great Friday of like swimming a half mile and doing my physical therapy on my own. And then, and even when I could have just called it quits. And then now to be like finding out some really horrible personal news and then eating all weekend, wearing extras that I shouldn't have. And then, but now I'm like so pumped, like reading Joan's thing, which was very sad. But at the same time, I'm like, we can do this. Both of us can do this. We just have to set our minds to it and know that I don't want to die. I'm not. I'm not going to lay down and die. I've got a house full of people that love me and want me here. And even if you live in a house, like I said earlier, even if you live in a house where you're all by yourself, I want you here. So if you don't have anybody else, please write down in there and tell me that you're joining me on this journey, and we can like talk it out together. Especially if I see your name frequently, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's Deb, that's Nancy, that's whoever, that's Joan, and we can help each other. So anyway, if you need some encouragement, please encourage me. I will encourage you right back. Be sure and share this with someone that you think needs the encouragement too. And if they don't like it, then oh well, at least you planted a seed for them. So anyway, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm staring at this candy my son gave me right here. Look, Milky Way. I gotta hide it. But I will say, cinnamon. I'm taking some cinnamon pills, which helps metabolize your sugars. So that kind of helps too. A little tip from me. So anyway, I promise to keep it as real as I can. I'm not sure you want to hear all details, but I'm going to keep it real, and I'm telling you, I am struggling. Here's my zit. I'm letting you see all the struggles with all the extra things I've had, and hopefully next week will be better. Hopefully I can figure out some exercises that I can do while I'm in recovery from my surgery. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Much love to you. Stay healthy. Hearts out. Mwah. Bye, everyone.